Gun sales continue to rise thanks in part to women. Industry experts estimate nearly 17 million women legally own guns in America.
Fox 5's Shannon Moore shows us how the industry is now changing to keep up with this demand.
Good evening, guys. The statistics are seen daily. The tragic stories make our headlines each night. A home invasion, an attack in a dark alley, or a robbery at gunpoint. Maybe you've even been a victim of a violent crime and are thinking about buying a gun. We introduce you to the women in the Valley who are packing heat and taking safety into their own hands.
From the classroom to the range, women are becoming major players in the gun industry.
It is an ever-changing world, and I've seen more and more women take an interest in it.
Historically, women have been the protected gender, but not anymore. Firearms defense instructor Maggie Mordaunt says ladies are now taking responsibility for their own safety.
There's a lot of crime going on in our country right now. A lot of women are at home with the kids, or they're out in public, or even in an environment where they have to defend themselves.
It's a sisterhood, if you will, of well-armed women.
We all share guns, and we're all sharing holsters and even purses, and everybody has their own experience with a gun, and women just feel really invited to be around other women to shoot guns.
And though they each learn to shoot for different reasons, it's really a statement of personal power.
I think women are becoming more and more empowered to do all kinds of things, and this is just one step to that is wonderful.
A sense of control, confidence, and being prepared every shot, every lesson, every time they reload.
It's like getting that first car or getting your driver's license and, driving on the freeway for the first time, and it's like, I'm so scared. But then the more and more you do it, the more confident you feel.
Even retailers these days are setting their sights on women as their new demographic, from pink pistols and slim profiles to glittery grips.
We have some blue and pink and purple firearms. We also have some female garter belts. I'm going to be honest, girls are probably a better clientele base. If I'm going to wear a dress, I want an option.
Now, many women tell me it's a bit insulting to assume just because it's a pink gun, it'll draw them in. But even if they don't like the color, many of them buy it anyways because their husbands won't touch it.
Oh, it's beautiful too. Who doesn't like looking good while shooting, right?
A lady really feels confident that when she knows how the mechanics work, knowing that she can physically do it, and then has the tools to be able to do it with, that's where the empowerment is.
Ladies are even emerging as the face and forceful voice in defending our gun rights. Just ask Taya Kyle, the widow of American sniper Chris Kyle.
I think that even gun violence is maybe a misnomer. It's not the gun that did an act of violence. It's a person. They chose to do it.
She recently took on President Obama in a town hall meeting, saying stricter gun laws won't stop crime and tragedy.
We have to recognize that we cannot outlaw murder, because the people who are murdering, right, they're breaking the law, but they also don't have a moral code that we have. And so they could do the same amount of damage with a pipe bomb. The problem is that they want to murder.
In a sit-down interview with Fox 5, she shared her stance on female ownership.
It is a dangerous world, and evil is out there, and so how are we going to protect ourselves? I may not be the strongest person out there, but I've got 2 children to protect, and I'll be danged if I'm going to sit by and watch somebody hurt them.
As intelligent women, we instinctively know we need to protect ourselves, and a gun is just one way to do that. If you are interested in buying a firearm, do some research, talk with an expert, and educate yourself, because carrying a weapon is obviously a huge responsibility. Guys?
All right, thanks, Shannon.